Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. We are doing our finals of the Jiu-Jitsu World League Fullerton Open, and right here my opponent is playing a much slower game than my semifinals opponent. He pulls into the half guard position, and if you've been watching the channel, you've been noticing that a lot of people have been playing half guard position against me, so I was prepared. So right here he's trying to duck his head under and keep that underhook nice and deep, and what I'm going to do is use my left arm to grab the collar, and I'm going to try to get my arm under his head and flatten him back, flatten his back to the mat. So right here he's doing a good job of getting under, grabbing the belt, but I'm going to sprawl my left leg out and make sure that he can't come up for the sweep, using that left leg as a post and as a feeler on the mat to make sure he can't come up for the half guard sweep. And right here he's doing a good job of burying his head, but his underhook is kind of shallow. It's not all the way up on my shoulder, it's on the belt, and I'm using, like I said, I'm using that left arm to make sure that I got a good grip on the collar. I'm gonna square him back up and flatten his hips to the mat, and once I'm able to do that, I'm kind of gonna be able to negate the half guard. So right here, I'm gonna take my, I try to take my right arm to grab his pant leg, and I'm listening to my coach. That's what I'm looking at on the side. He's telling me heavy pressure with the left arm, heavy pressure with the left arm, but he's doing a good job of burying his face. And right here, I'm able to grab the far pant leg and kind of walk around, and now I'm going to start initiating the pass. So what I want to do here is actually backstep past my leg out. So I'm grabbing the far pant leg, and I'm actually physically looking at his feet that are crossed, because I know that if he's going to try to bridge and try to get back into a more dominant half guard position, he's going to have to open his legs to put them on the mat to bridge, and that's the time that I'm going to use to get the backstep pass. But right here, I'm not going to be stubborn like my other rolls where I just only focus on the backstep pass. There's two ways that I like to pass the half guard here, and it's usually the backstep, or if I clear the knee line, heading into the mount position by bringing that knee to the mat and initiating the pass from there. So right here, I'm being very, very patient, and that's going to come up in the takeaways. I'll get to that later in the video. But right here, I'm being very, very patient. I know that my left arm is around his head grabbing the material, and I'm putting a lot of pressure onto his face. And right here, I'm trying to bring my knee to the mat, and what I'm going to do here is bring my left leg up and over and hook his far leg, and what I want to do is pry his legs open while I try to get to the mount. And I'm almost able to free my leg, but he turns and is able to turn back and trap the leg. But again, don't be frustrated. That again, I'll get to that in the takeaways, but don't be frustrated in this position. It's a nice heavy pressure position, and I've got nothing but time to figure out how I want to pass this guard. So right here, he's able to trap the leg once again, and I'm just going to keep working. It's either going to be the back step or the pass into mount. So right here, I'm almost able to free the leg, but he starts to turn on his side and stop me from initiating it. I'm physically looking at his feet, because when he has to uncross them to bridge me to either get a deeper half guard or get the sweep, that's when I'm going to be able to free my leg. So right here, I'm kind of holding the pant leg, and right here his legs are open. I'm going to try to post one and get my knee to the mat. And right here, he's able to turn to his side and elevate that knee and trap it again into the half guard position. So what I'm really trying to do is clear that knee line from his legs, and here what I do with my left arm is try to grab a deeper collar to initiate more pressure. But again, his back is flat on the mat, and I'm doing a good job of keeping it and maintaining it there. So right here, we're going to do a split screen, so you can see that I'm going to force that leg down, and once my knee line comes through, I'm going to be able to initiate the pass. So right here, I strip the leg, post it, and I bring my other leg up into his hip, or into his thigh, I should say. And what I'm going to do now is, now that I've got a good hook, I'm going to open my legs and get into the mount position right here. And this is going to be a 7-point move, because it's 3 points for the pass and then 4 points because I got into a mount. So actually, it was actually a more advantageous position to get into than to get into the backstep pass, which would only give me 3 points for the pass there. So now that we're in a dominant position, I'm going to start going for the submission. Position over submission, that's what I always talk about. And now that I'm in a dominant position, I'm going to start going for my submissions. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm basing my knees out again. As you can see, he's starting to rock me back and forth, and we're going to do another split screen here. He's starting to block me back and forth, but I'm basing my hips out almost like a triangle. From my butt to my knees to my feet is making a triangle, so that way I don't have to post my hands, and I can use my hands to threaten the choke and keep him occupied there. So I'm able to post on my knees to stop him from taking me over, and that's usually how I'm able to finish the mounted Ezekiel. And I just want to do a quick shout out to Ali and my wife for getting these multiple angles, which makes this video a lot easier to for people to digest. It's not just one angle where you can see. So shout out to you guys real quick in the middle of the video. So right here, I'm making sure I'm posting on my knees. I'm trying to go for the mounted Ezekiel here, and I'm trying to get my arm in and keep his hands and mind occupied on the mounted Ezekiel while I kind of ride out this position. I'm putting a lot of pressure heavy on his face, and what I'm going to start doing now is he's doing a good job of blocking me, and I'm going to start walking his hand, and as soon as I walk the hand, I know that I have the head and arm choke. So right here, I hop off of the mount, and the referee is actually going to give me 3 points. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't believe that that's 3 points. I went from a dominant position and I initiated into the side control. That shouldn't be points. I was already past the guard. So in this roll, he's giving me points for stuff that I shouldn't have gotten. And then in the last one, he was giving me points. He didn't give me points for when I actually passed the guard. So I don't know. We'll debate that in the comment section. So right here, I've got the head and arm choke, and he's doing a good job of defending. So what I'm trying to do is get it into a tripod position, and that is going to be the end of the roll. I wasn't able to get the submission. So let's get straight into these takeaways. What I did here was basically what I should have done more in the semifinals role, and that's just cook the position. When I get into a dominant position, as you can see here, just ride it out and not get frustrated when my opponent reguards and reguards and reguards. As long as I stay dominant and heavy with my pressure, I know that I'm going to eventually get the pass. As you can see here, there were multiple times where I tried to get the pass, and I wasn't able to because he was defending it very, very well, and I just kept going and kept at it and kept at it. As long as I'm in a dominant position and my pressure is heavy, I'm just going to continue until I get what I want. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.